Shalom. Call hello Allah Yahweh by Hashem. Yahweh Shai, which means all praises to. Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people in the world regularly call God. By Hashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people in the world regularly call Jesus Christ. Once again, the true name of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom also to you brothers, you Akim that's pushing and spreading this word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom to you brothers once again, you Akim. Shalom also to the Israelite foreigners, the speckled bird, man, woman, the child whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, though you may look like the heathen nations just scattered amongst which the heathen nations, as you see on this chart, the nations starting from 2 on down, those are the heathen nations. Also, if your bloodline goes back to these people, as you see on this chart, through the man, and if his spirit bear witness with this word, the truth, you can receive it to the speckled bird, man, woman, the child. If this does apply to you, you are Israelites, though once again you do look like the heathen. Okay, you're scattered amongst due to the scatter these people in this chart, so you will have Israelites come looking like the other nations, but they're the Israelites because they're under the curses of Deuteronomy 28, the 15th verse on down. Their spirit bear witness with this word that they're the sons and daughters of Yahweh Shema Shah, and their lineage goes back to these people through the man, no matter what they come looking like. Their fathers in Israelite, that makes them one as well. To the few Akwafi, few Israelite sisters that do listen, learn, believe, and do respect and honor unto your husband. Shalom to you. To the elect of Israel, shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine, consist to make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people, the Most High, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world can be called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah. Alright, and let's play this vid. This is another installment of Babylon, which is America. Babylon the Great is falling. Alright, so
Yeah. Oh, it's great to see you too. What investors should really know about is that this pact moves Asia closer to becoming a trade zone like the EU. So now you have 15 countries from Japan to New Zealand all signing the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP. And this deal simplifies the rules of origins for products. So if you're a manufacturer, you only need one document now. Also, it's the first free trade deal between manufacturing and technology rivals South Korea, Japan, and China. And what's missing in the deal is any standard set for some of the stickier issues like labor, IP, state subsidies, services as well. That was one of the reasons why India walked away from this deal. And then, of course, Becky, as you were mentioning, the U.S. absent from this deal. And because of China's dominant size in this particular pact, the expectation is that Beijing is going to have a whole lot of influence over setting the rules of trade in the region.
so you hear that? China, which is so-called Chinese, are the Moabites, which you will have Israelites scattered amongst them. Alright, just like any other nation. But China, the Moabites, okay, they and 14 other countries have made a trading deal, man. Alright? And then what? And what did it say? If you go back,
A lot of influence over setting the rules of trade in the region. From this deal, and because of
and
China's
it says, what's missing from this deal? Stick your labor, IP, state subsidies, India, and U.S. influence, man. Alright? They didn't include the U.S. in it, man. Alright? There's a reason they're departing, from this whore, man. You see? Let me let the video play out, then I'm gonna get the scriptures. Go back up. All right.
Here as to whether or not the Biden administration would want to sign on to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which, of course, as you know, was U.S.-led and was meant to be a trade deal that would bring Asia much closer to the United States. It didn't happen, but it kind of came up and revived itself without the United States. So there are a lot of questions as to whether or not the Biden administration would want to do that or in some way join RCEP. But still unclear because so far the Biden administration has not really said much other than, of course, they are prioritizing the economy back home as well as the pandemic.
All right. So there it is, man. Okay. So Let's get the first scripture, man. All right. This is Revelations. All right. Try 18, I think. All right. This is it right here. This is Revelations 18. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get Psalms 83. Okay. This is Psalms 83 and 1. It says a song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones, which the hidden ones is what? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Okay, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. All right, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right, the whole game plan of these nations was to what? It was to cut off, okay, that Israelite heritage that we were attached to, the names Yahweh Shema Shah, away from us, man. And they've done just that. It says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All right, and the word confederate is what? The word is bereth, and it says covenant, an alliance, a pledge between men, a treaty, alliance, league, man to man. All right, so these nations made a what? A covenant, a treaty, so meaning what? They were working together, man. An alliance is when you working one side to side with somebody. All right, you got allies. You see, that's a short way of putting it. But it says the tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, this seed line. All right, the Ishmaelites, some so-called Arabs of Moab, the Chinese, and the Hagarenes, which is the Ishmaelites, more Ishmaelites, Jebu, more Edomites, Ammon, the so-called Japanese, and Amalek, who are also Edomites, but they're the head of the Edomites. All right, the so-called, Ish people. All right, Jewish people. Okay, the people in power now. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, the so-called Africans, the Hamites, which you will have Jake over there still, but I'm talking about the actual Hamites. Asher also is joined with them that have hoping the lot of the children of Lot, okay, the Assyrians. So all these nations have taken alliance, a pledge to what? To keep us in the bottom of the state, man. All right. So if you go to you'll see what I'm getting at. It's Revelations 18, okay, and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Whose fornication? America, man. Babylon's, man. All right, and what was that fornication? That wine? Okay, this U.S. hegemony, man. All right, let's get the definition of that. All right, hegemony. Okay. So the meaning for hegemony is leadership or dominance, especially by one country or social group over others. All right, and what's been dominant? What system has been dominant? This beast system, man. All right, this new Rome, which consists of, the Edomite empires. You got America, one, the EU nations, and then you got NATO. All right, all one. Okay, and this is what this system that you see intact, which this system is worldwide. All right, it's not just America. When you go to a lot of these different countries, they're all set up just like America, especially in China. If you look up Hong Kong, Beijing, all right, what do you see? McDonald's. Okay, you see the same downtown areas, and they're lit up at nighttime, heavy nightlife. All right, it's the same structure, man. All right, you got the city, then you got the suburbs. All right, then you got your rural areas. All right, it's the same setup. Okay, so that's what they've been made drunk with. That's the one thing that they've been made drunk with. And what came, all right, with the so-called U.S. hegemony, man. The women's liberation, LGBTQ, all right, GMO food, you see? Draconian laws. This is what you see, okay? They've been made drunk with that. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And how in the first place, what are they wax rich? How was America wax rich? Okay. This is Zechariah 11 And 4 it said, thus said the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah, my power feed the flock of the slaughter, which that's you Israelites. You are the sheep that's amongst, like the scriptures say, the sheep that's amongst wolves, man. Who are the wolves? These other nations, man. All right, they're the raven and wolves. You see, the Lord put us in that predicament for our disobedience. It says, whose possessor slayed them, and who is our possessor, man? All right, Esau, Edom, and the other nations, but it's chiefly Esau, Edom, because he's in power. So slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, for I am rich. And that's this man. All right. He's rich. Why? Because he possessed you Israelites, man. Okay. When we went, when we were in ancient Egypt, because this is new Egypt we're in. All right. What did them pharaohs have Jake do? They had them built the cities. All right. A lot of them canals and everything they had Jake built, man. That's what made Egypt prosperous, is because they had Jake in captivity. That's why these nations, okay, so when we are our own sovereign nation, like in the ancient world, they were always hell bent on taking us down, because they know that we're the cream of the crop when it comes to nations on earth. That we build the best. We have the best blacksmiths. All right, whatever you can name it, man. When we were those Israelites that was taken, from Africa, those were the best of the best when it came to building. All right, you see, and many other creations. All right, and their own shepherds paid them not. Okay, so this is how they were made rich also, because America was made rich off slaves. All right, our people, and these other nations being what in bed with America, they got rich off America throughout the slave trade too. You see? So they came together, to try our people down, all right? And they were what? They were split, okay? Those riches. You see? They split the riches, and now America is what? A consuming nation as well. And what? They get rich off that. And who's the main people consuming within America? Is you tribes, man. All right? That's who's mainly consuming, man. These Edomites and these other nations, they consume too, but they're not consuming as much as Jake do. You see? So everything revolves around Jake. So they've committed fornication with this place. They got rich along with this place, man. All right. So now they see what? They see America. Let me see. Hold on, bear with me. They see America falling, man. They see America military falling. They see the people, they're divided. All right. They see just they don't think that the whole world was watching. Why you think the whole world was watching, the election, the debate, between Biden and Trump, okay, before the so-called election. All right, the whole world was watching that. Why are they paying attention to what's going on in America? It's because they know America's in power. You see? And now they see all the civil unrest. Basically, they see what has been happening in their countries for decades due to what? American interference. You see? Setting up economic hitmen, causing the people, the people, putting sanctions on these different countries and causing what? The resources to dry up, was causing what? Job losses, was causing people, to be impoverished. All right, like you see in Iran. You see, that's an example. They do that nationwide. Also, Venezuela, man. Okay? Why you think their dollar has been reduced to nothing? And look what the people had to turn to down there. All right, that was American interference, man. All right, whosoever shall not worship the what does it say? Whosoever shall not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. That's what it is, man. All right, but this is Nahum 3 and 4. All right, it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, man. He sells you these philosophies and that witchcraft through his news media, okay, his movies, his music. All right, all types of way that they push this witchcraft out on the people. And what? It gets these people drunk. All right, get these people, wanting to indulge and partake in it, man. And then they do it, all right, and they become major demons. And this is what you see. But it says, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shema Shah of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. I will cast an abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And that's what's happened. America to the world now is a big joke. All right, Trump, his little reign, 4-year reign, he's made America a laughing stock to these other nations. This is why Kim Jong-un, all right, Iran, and even China. That's why they don't take America serious no more. Now you got who? If, however that plays out, now you got Biden, all right? You really think they're going to take Biden serious after they saw, the debate that him and Trump had? That was a childish debate, man. They was probably laughing at it, okay? But let me get that word for gazing stock. The word is roi, looking, apparent, seeing, sight. A spectacle. You see? And the scriptures say that what? The men of the Lord, we will be made a spectacle of the earth. A joke, basically, of the earth. Okay? But the Lord is flipping it. The Lord is making Esau, Edom, okay, the spectacle of the earth now. So let's get that word, spectacle. Alright, it says spectacle, a visually striking performance or display, man. Alright? And this is what America is looking like now. Okay, you know how they said, how back in the day, or they still do it now, what do they do with Jake? The blackface. Alright? They had, look up what they call minstrel shows. See? Where they had Jake, okay, with the blackface, he'll have like white paint and a red nose. And he'll be, dancing and cooning on the stage at Esau, and they'll be laughing at him, man. You see? This is what they do. But now the Lord is putting that cup to your mouth and making you drink it. Now America has become, okay, a laughing stock or a display. You see? Nobody takes this place serious no more. And that's why these nations, they see. I'm going to get that. All right? It's, I think it's Isaiah 14. All right, I'm gonna get this. This is Isaiah 14 and 4. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. And this is what they're saying. And they're either they're saying it, through their speeches, or they're showing it through their action, man. Because action speaks louder than words. All right, this is what they're doing, man. Everybody sees that this place is ceasing. The mirth is gone. They see that like I said, the people are divided. All right, everybody's obese in this country. Okay, look at the women in this country. They see that. They see this place is through. It's through. Okay, if you look up the majority of this man's military, what does it make up? Mostly obese and women. All right, they see these things. They see that they are witnessing, just like we are witnessing, the front row seats. What? The downfall of America, man. Also, for one thing, I forgot the economy. All right, the housing crisis, the eviction crisis. All right, the food crisis. Now they see all these things, and what you think they're gonna do? They're gonna strike, man. Okay, you think Iran, forgot about the killing of Soleimani back in early this year, back in January? You see, everybody thought, World War III was going to pop off right then and there, but it didn't, because the Lord didn't allow it. But you see, now all these nations that America has, gone into their countries, have destroyed their countries and turned their countries into third world, hellholes. Now, these same countries, which I'm going to get it, they're fitting to take advantage of what's happening right now. Okay? A house divided against itself, what? Satan be against Satan. A house divided against itself cannot stand. And they see it, and they're going to take advantage of it. And they're doing it right now. But the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, had broken the staff of the wicked, you Edomites. All right? And the scepter of the rulers, which, let's get that. The word scepter is Shavat. And it says rod, a staff, branch, offshoot, a club. If you go down at D, it says a mark, right, of authority. And the Lord is breaking down you Edomite power structure. The EU, right? You got some EU nations. You had Britain, they departed. You see, and then you had France. They was gonna have recently, France was gonna leave. All right, but they're divided, and now you also have. Let me type that in. The euro just beat, which I'll probably do a video on this. Dollar, this was 3 days ago. This is what you didn't hear on the news. All right. It says the US dollar, all right, the appreciation against the pound and euro to continue in 2021, says Goldman Sachs. All right. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to do a video on it. But you just had the euro, all right, it just surpassed the dollar, man. The US dollar, the World Federal Reserve note, it just surpassed that. All right, so what does that tell you? That tells you what? The scepter of the rulers to be, which those are Edomites too, so they're going down too. All right, it's broken, man. But America, okay, is modern day Basel, which that was a capital city of Edom, okay? And that capital city, which is America now, is being broken down. All right, it says a stick for punishing, writing, fighting, walking, ruling. Not walking Salaki, it says ruling right there. So the Lord's breaking that down, man. Okay? He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruleth the nations, all right, in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth, man. These nations aren't sad, that you going down. They're happy. All right? Because you've been the hammer of the earth. Okay? You've been that big bully. You've been the worldwide policeman. Going to other people's lands, creating laws and telling them what they can't do. And if they don't follow it, you go to war with them. You demonize them on your using that witchcraft, your news media. All right, get the world to believe that these people are terrorists, just like them. Look at the Ishmael. All right, when 9/11 happened, Esau made Ishmael look like the boogeyman. All right, so when people automatically see people wrapped up, them Ishmaelite women, when they come over here and they're wrapped up, okay, what are they automatically gonna think? They're automatically gonna think, oh, he got a bomb. He's strapped on. It's probably a bomb strapped to him under there. You see, they're probably finna hijack a plane. That's what you think, all right? Because that's what this man does, man. He's the real boogeyman. He's the real killer. He's the real thief, man. Okay, this is what this man is. All right, he's ruled, okay, with a rod of iron. All right, so now he's falling. Nobody's considering, okay, to help him, man. Like it says in Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon would have been healed. Let us forsake her and go to our own country, man, for her judgment reaches far to the heavens. All right, this is where they at with it. They want this place to fall. You see, and you should want this place to fall. But this says, I'm gonna jump down to 9, because this right here is future prophecy. All right, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones and all the kings of the nations. And they're raising up. These same nations that were scared to test or challenge, U.S. hegemony. All right, hegemony. They're now raising up, and that's the Lord Yahweh. Okay, putting the spirit on them to do so, because it's just that time, man. You see, the Psalms. Let me get that right quick. Psalm 75 tells you that. This is Psalm 75, right? And 4, it says, I said unto the fools, they were not foolishly, unto the wicked, lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. And that's what Esau Edom has done. He's spoken with the stiff neck. All right? He's made it as if he came to power on his own will. He's never considered Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. It says, for promotion cometh neither. Let's get that word. I just want to get all these words as much as possible. The word is rum. It says to rise. Rise up, be high, be lofty, be exalted, to be on high, be set on high, to be raised, uplifted, be exalted. All right. So Esau, it was Esau's time to what? Be promoted, man. Okay. Now that time's up. From promotion cometh neither from the east nor from the west. All right. Because we in the Western Hemisphere, nor from the south. But Yahweh is the judge. He put down one and set up another, man. Okay? So it's the Most High. It's the Most High that raises you up, man. You see? And he's doing that with these nations just for a time period, because they're not coming into power. See, all you heathens, you had your chance to rule. Okay? You had your chance to come into power. And this man's the last, okay? These Edomites are the last nation of people, okay, to rule. And we're at the end of their rulership. So the Lord is going to use you other nations for, to fulfill certain prophecies. And once that's over, you going down with this man. All right. This is Isaiah 14:10. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Okay. And that's what they're doing. Like I said, they're doing it through actions. They're doing it through, trade deals. Okay. They're doing it, dropping, particular U.S. assets, the dollar. Okay. Making laws against, Americans. They don't want you traveling over there. They're doing all types of things to say, you become weak as us. So what they're going to do? They're going to take advantage of it. Hasn't America taken advantage, like it said up there, Thou hast ruled with a continual stroke, man. Okay? So the same thing's finna happen to you, man. Okay? Thy pump, which is what? Thy pump is pride, okay? Loftiness, it says, is brought down to the grave. And the noise of thy vows, and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And what do worms cover, man? When you die, okay, when you sleep, because that's really what it is. When you sleep, okay, and your body is buried, it decays for a period of time. What you gonna find? Okay, you open that casket up after that person's been dead, let's say over a year or two, right? What you gonna see? Okay, the body is very decaying, and you're gonna see worms, eating on their skin, man. All right, and that's what America's in right now. America's is dead, all right, and you seen the worms, starting to eat on it. It's decaying, all right, just like ancient Rome, how that fell. Look that up. You see how they fell. The same, things that happened to the downfall of first Rome is happening to this Rome. All right, it's spiritual too, but it says, "How thou fallen from heaven," which is what? They're in their heaven. These Edomites, starting with these elite bankers, you're in your heaven right now. All right, you're in your rest in your bed. You could do all types of crimes or what? Because it's your system. You could get all scot-free. It's almost as if you never committed a crime. All right, you could go around the earth, rape, rob, and murder, and nothing will happen to you. But if it happened to you by another nation, all right, that nation will be severely punished, man. 70-fold, man. You see? That's because this is your rulership. You see? This is why you live. You have the fatness of the earth. Let me read again. It says, how thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, which it just means light bearer. And who had the light? These elites, they had the light on the left-hand side. But now we, through the spirit and power, how about Shema Shah, we had the light on the right-hand side, man. And the right-hand side is more powerful than the left-hand side, man. You see? They had the light, man. They know particular nations. They knew who the Israelites was. They knew they were the Edomites. All right? They knew certain prophecies were going to come to pass and what? Take them out of power. They know they're going in this captivity too. Okay? That's why they're setting up, trying to counter that by what? The New World Order. It says, son of the morning, how thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations. All right? It says, for thou hast said in thy house, I will send into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit up also upon the mount of the congregation the sides of the north. I will send above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. And this is what you've done. Trying to go into space. Telling the world you went to the moon. You got satellites, okay, and weapons, space weapons up there to fight Yahweh Shah and the angels, man. Which the chariots is already here, man. All right, but he's proud. He's so proud, okay, and arrogant that he believes he's gonna fight off the chariots, man. Just watch the movie Independence Day. All right, what did they show you in that movie? They showed you the chariots come, right? The so-called UFOs come in and they fought, and Esau through his military, they fought the chariots, and they won. That's not gonna happen according to prophecy. According to prophecy, you gonna be what? You and these other nations are gonna be turned to dust, man. All right. So I'm gonna get that, man. It's Obadiah, right? This is Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy, all those nations that I read in Psalms 83, all right, that came together to what? Trying our people down, to keep us down, all right, the Israelites down. These same men that was, once allies to you when it came to that, what? Had brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee had deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. All right. And bread is what? You got actual bread, the bread that you eat, and then you have what? The money. All right. Bread, Jake or saying in the world is what? I'm getting bread, man. I'm getting money. All right. And what? So they ate, like I said, they waxed rich off of you, having us in captivity and having us do free labor for you. And they've eaten good with you as well. All right, but now they've laid a wound under thee. And what's that wound? All right, this economy. All right, separating, as much as possible from your system, detached from your system and creating a system of their own. All right, which is, like I said, that's even vain because it's not going to work. The Lord's coming to take all you heathens out of power. All right, but let's get that word wound. The word is Missouri, and it says a net, a trap, meaning W's. It says in the sense of turning aside from the truth, treachery, a plot. All right, and they're plotting, okay, to take you down. All right, all these different, little things that these nations are doing, okay, against America is all one major plot to what? Overthrow you, okay, to take over and to come into power after you. See, that's what it's all about. It's all about power. It's all about rulership, dominance. All right, and this is what they're doing. There's none understanding them, and they understand that you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, dealing with these Edomites. So they like, you know what? Forget about it. We'll just overthrow them. Okay? And that's the Lord putting the spirit on them, raising them up. And what you think this is going to lead to? It's going to lead to World War III. All right? This is just another thing that's going to lead to World War III. No nation that's ever in power just give up their kingdom like that. All right? You think the Babylonians, you see, when they was coming out of power to the Medo-Persian Empire, you think they just let that happen? Of course not. You see? No nation has ever just gave their power up. They will always go down fighting. And what you think's fitting to happen with this scenario and many other scenarios that's to come, however the Lord has it play out, it's gonna be war, man. All right, it will be war. All right. This is Jeremiah 51:10. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness, come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, our power. Because all this is just what? All this is just the works of Yahweh Shema Shah. It's that perfect overthrow. All right, this is the Lord doing this. He's the one that's putting the chess pieces in place. You see, make bright the arrows, which them arrows is what? Them arrows is the missiles. You see. Let me see if I can find something real quick. KJV. Now check this out. Showing you that it's the missiles, right? It says the Lord shall, there's 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. Alright, it says the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So you gotta ask yourself, what arrow can be shot from one part of the world all the way to the other side of this world? You know, from, let's say, from the eastern part of the world all the way to the western part of the world. You can't do that with a physical or actual, bow and arrow. It's talking about the missiles, man. Only a missile could be shot from one country, or one country to a whole nother country, man, to a whole other side of the world, man. You see? But only the Spirit is gonna reveal that to you. This is going back. It says, "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields." This Lord have raised the spirit of the kings of the Medes, which that's them Russians, man. All right. For his devices against Babylon, to destroy it, because it's the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, and the vengeance of his temple, which the temple is what? It is his people. All right, let me see if I can find that. All right, bear with me. The temple is what? It's the Israelites, man. Okay, we are the Lord's temple, and just going back. It says, where did I leave off at? All right, this is 12. It says, "Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes because this is just an ambush. All right, this is gonna go from just legislations and just pacts, all right, to being what? It's gonna go to being a physical war. Like I said, however, Yahweh Shema Shah got it planned out. It says, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. All right, and what did he speak against Babylon? That Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. It's going to fall. All right, you will be taken out of power, man. That hegemony you've had on the planet Earth, that's going to be done away with, and it's being done away with now. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, which the many waters is who? The nations. Revelation 17 to 15. All right, the nations, tongues. Okay. Abundant in treasures, riches, which that was gotten off what? It was gotten off our blood. It was gotten off of our labor, as it is to this day. You still have us in captivity. You still have us working, okay, these jobs. And we still what? We're still getting crumbs. We've still not receiving, okay, what our people, people ask for reparations, which Yahweh Shema Shah, he's going to be the ones to give us reparations, man, to restore us, you see? And the way he's going to do it is what? Through the destruction of this place, all right? This place got to go down first in order for that to come. It says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. All right, you going to these different nations, stealing resources, You know, having your military over there guarding, you know, like poppy seeds or whatever's over there you know, you're hunting for. You see? That's going to end. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, and as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. He hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, and he hath stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures, man. Alright? So let me see. It says every man, let me see. Alright, that's it. Alright. That's the point. That's the point. I could really just keep going. Actually, you know what? I jumped down. I really could just keep going. You know what? I'll keep going. Okay? I just keep going. It says, every man is bruised by his own knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in him, man. Cesare Borgia, it's falsehood, man. Okay, white Jesus, that's a falsehood right there. That you've deceived the nation with. That was also a part of your fornication, man. That you've made the nation drunk off. Cesare Borgia, man. Alright? You won't pay for that. But it says they have vanity, the work of errors, and the time of their visitation they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts is his name. Alright, our people. Okay? And you dealing with what? The elect. Okay? That's another thing you won't have to deal with. You ain't gonna just have to deal with the other nations. Alright, but you gonna have to deal with the Lord's elect. The Lord and his elect. Let's put it that way. And the angels. Okay? That's why scriptures say terror shall be upon them on all sides, man. In the book of, was it Job? This is what you getting ready to face. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So with those men, the Lord's going to get them men power. All right? And not only these nations going to be warring with you, but you have to deal with the men, these men, wherever they may be. All right? Yahweh Ratazah, you brothers, you know, you that listen, you are one of those men, and I'm one of those men. You sisters that listen as well, that you make it as well. All right? But these men, the Lord's going to give them the power to what? Take down, okay, our enemies, man. You see? Just as he gave them the power to take us down. That's what he's fitting to do with you Edomites. But it says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. So he said man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid, which is also woman. All right. So does the Lord sound like he's good all the time? That he loves all the time? Of course not. He said man and woman. All right. Old and young, man. All right. From a toddler, you know, all the way up to, let's say 100-year-old, man. The Lord don't care, man. All he sees is that person wicked, okay? Then judge him, man. You know? I will also break in pieces with thee, the shepherd, and his flock, man. These different puppets that Esau, Edom, has set up, you know, to deceive our people, to lead our people in a lifestyle of sin. Okay? Those are the shepherds, man. Like it said in Zechariah, you know, 11 and 5, their shepherds pity them not, man. These sellouts that our people, you know, look up to as leaders, that's really leading our people, okay, to destruction, okay? They're going to be destroyed as well. All right? They're going to be exposed as well. They're being exposed now. That's why the Lord has it where, what that do? Mo3, and you had King Von and Lil Boosie, they got shot. Now that you had, who did you have? Jim Jones come out and say that he said the hip hop world, you know, is dangerous now. You damn right it's dangerous, man. That's the Lord getting ready to break you shepherds, man. All right, you sellouts. You Jay-Z's, all y'all, man. Y'all gonna be broken too. Y'all gonna be brought down a lower state as well. You ain't gonna be exempt because you got this man's fake fiat currency in your pocket. All right, that money ain't worth nothing now. All they doing right now is propping, the system up with eviction moratoriums and all that. That's gonna be nothing real soon, man. America is about to be extremely impoverished, man. You see? It says, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Alright? Rulers with the S. Because you Edomites are gonna be taken down. Alright? You're gonna be the number one target by Yahweh Shema Shah. Alright? And then you other nations that think you gonna come into power next, especially you Moabites, you going down too. So the Lord got all y'all in the trick bag. You see? You two birds with one. He gonna use kill two birds with one stone. And that stone, that's the spirit. I said that. As it says in the book of Daniel, that stone, what? That chief cornerstone, who was Yahweh Shah. You see? And then I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion to the Israelites. Okay, don't remember that covenant. Remember that covenant that you made, Psalms 83. You're going to pay for that. Just everything that happened to our people. The system that you created, this pit, to have Jake. Basically, you gave Jake a culture to kill themselves. All right? A culture of smoking weed, killing somebody that looks like you. You gave our people a culture where they kill themselves, man. All they do is die. You see? In order for them to try to make it out, they had to kill one and they die trying. Like that movie, Get Rich, Die Trying, man. Alright? You want to pay for all that. You see? And your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. Alright? What is it saying? Deuteronomy 28:48. Alright? I will send a nation from afar. He shall what? How you will put a yoke of iron upon our neck, which if you look that up, it's what? It's them chains, man. You having us chained up on them slave ships, even getting off the slave ships, and then being auctioned off, man. And what did you do? You use Christianity, all right? You beat our heritage out of us, man. You gave us what? Bywords. You gave us black. You gave us Latinos and Native Americans, man. And you look at the definitions of those bywords, it's all negative, okay? So you're going to pay for that. You destroyed our people. That's why our people can't even see themselves ruling. They only thing our people see is being ruled over by you. And you gonna pay for that. Let me read it again. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, which destroys all the earth. You got animals, okay? All types of animals, okay? Going extinct. You recently had, if it's not still on fire, you had the Amazon, which they call that the lungs of the earth. It was on fire, man. Alright? And that dude Bolsonaro, which I believe he's an Edomite. I don't even believe that dude was a Israelite. I believe that dude's just an Edomite that's set up. You see? You got him, and he's down with the Amazon forest being burnt, man. Alright? The wickedness that you spread across the four corners of the earth, sodomite activity, you want to pay for all that. Alright? You're not getting off scot-free from that. It's a consequence that come all these things. You reap what you sow. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. How is he going to make you a burnt mountain? How is he going to make you that burnt offering? He's going to use these nations, including the chariots and so-called UFOs, all right, to set you on fire, man, with them missiles, man, them arrows, all right? That's what's fitting to happen. You fitting to go down. It says, and they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for a foundation, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Alright? This place gonna be a desert, man. You see? This place, these cities that you see, these modern day mountains that you see, alright? That's all these is. These different skyscrapers, these different buildings made out of stone, concrete, ground, where potholes keep forming. You keep trying to patch the potholes up. All that's gonna be destroyed, man. And it's gonna be a desert, man. And our king's gonna be up. Alright? So that's the point. Call Allah, Yahweh by Shema Shah. No Yahweh Ratazah. This was edifying. Baba Kashah, Baba Bo, Baba Bo, Abba Ha Yapia, Abba Ha Yapia. Shalom to the elect and to the few. I'll go off that dude. Listen, learn. Shalom.